Hello everyone. Today we will talk about two sections, Recite and Rejoice and Rhyme Time of the newly developed textbooks of English for classes 1 to 3. Both these sections include poems and rhymes that children can learn and enjoy, while Rhyme Time includes poems which are for helping children enjoy the sounds of English. In Recite and Rejoice, the poems are for children to listen and recite. They pick up vocabulary in a fun way. In this section, poems in our local languages have also been included for enriching the English language learning experience of our children. As teachers, it is important to understand why we use rhymes and poems in the language class. Rhymes and poems have tremendous appeal for children, and at the primary level, it is one of the best ways of developing interest in their love for the language. The use of rhymes and poems introduce children to the sounds and music of the target language. It also aids the process of language acquisition in various ways. It enhances the power of imagination. It introduces children to new vocabulary. It helps create awareness of new sounds. It creates awareness of the way sounds appear in letters and words. Reading poetry aloud in class can even foster trust and empathy in the classroom community. And of course, it is a great way to break the classroom monotony. So, how can we teach rhymes, poems and songs in our primary classroom? Let us look at the poem from class 1, Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Good afternoon, dear students. I hope you all are doing good. You know what, children, while coming to school, I saw a small little puppy. You know what? I felt like cuddling it. So tell me, dear students, have you seen any animals?
Yes.
Can you name some animals?
Dog, cat, rabbit.
Did you have any animals at your home?
Yes. Dog.
What do you do with those animals?
I give water and food.
Do you love it?
Yes.
How do you show your love towards your animals?
By giving food and water and hugging.
Today, we will read about Mary and a little lamb. So children, turn to page number 50. Look at the pictures carefully. What do you see in the picture?
Lamb and girl is sitting.
Very good. How many pictures are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pictures are there.
Which animal is shown in the picture?
Lamb.
Good. What are the children doing here?
The children are having fun with the lamb.
Very good. Are the children happy or sad?
They are happy.
Very, very good. What do you think is the name of the girl shown in this picture?
Mary. Mary.
Good. Which picture has more children?
The fourth picture and the last picture have many children.
Very good, children. Now, let us read the poem. I will read it first. Listen carefully. Okay? Mary had a little lamp. Mary had a little lamp. Little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fur was white as snow. Now, let's read it together.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fur was white as snow.
Now, follow me. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fur was white as snow. Now, let us read the second stanza. I will read it first. Listen carefully, okay? Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, it was sure to go. Now, let us read it together, okay?
Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, it was sure to go.
Now follow me. Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, it was sure to go.
So what did the teacher do in the class? First, she introduced the poem to the children by talking about things that they are familiar with. She talked about the experiences and then used the pictures to familiarize them with what they are about to learn. By doing this, she was not only encouraging and motivating children to talk and share, but she was also developing a context for the children. While reciting the poem, teacher ensured the use of proper intonation and pronunciation while using actions to facilitate children's understanding of the vocabulary and language. These are some things we can also follow when we do the section Recite and Rejoice. In this section, apart from recitation, there are many activities that the children can do. Teacher can involve children to talk and share. She can do this by asking questions like, where is Mary in the picture? Where is Lamb in the picture? Who is following Mary? What are the other children doing in the picture? Who is holding the lamp? Why do you think Mary is holding the lamp? Who used to follow Mary? Where is Mary going? How does Mary show love to the lamp? If you were in Mary's place, what would you do with that lamp? What was against the rule? We can also conduct a role play. Students can take up the role of Mary and the lamp. Students can even draw pictures of Mary and the lamb. Teacher can talk to children about words that are repeated in each stanza. The teacher reads the first stanza and tells children to listen and say the words which are repeated. The same can be followed for the rest of the stanza. Similar other vocabulary activities can be conducted in the class. In the poem, we have words like followed, rested, words with ed at the end. Making words like be bet, read have ed at the end. Word hunt activity, searching the opposite words from the poem. For example, little, big, day, night. Making more words with the sound ma. For example, monkey, mango, mother. Adding 1, 2 or 3 words or sentences to the poem with the same sound or words starting with the same alphabets. For example, in place of little, children can use another word starting with l. So, Mary had a lovely lamp or Mary had a loving lamp. These activities, while helping children learn the language, will also develop their understanding of what they have learned. It is important to let children talk and listen to what they have to say. An important thing to remember is that we must accept all the answers in the language class. No one is wrong, or we need to appreciate the effort of all children. Another important thing, do we have to explain the meaning of each and every verse in the poem, or explain its overall meaning? This question is often asked. In classes 1, 2 and 3, rhymes, poems and songs are mainly given for children to enjoy and recite. Explanation should come from the actions while reciting the poem. while doing picture reading of the poem, and while discussing or asking questions. Poem should not be explained sentence-wise. Yes, in the higher classes, poem should be explained. But for lower classes, children should enjoy the sound and comprehend through action and activities. Pictures and actions help children slowly arrive at the overall meaning. That is why we must take care to use this. Please do not ask children to rote memorize the poem. What about assessment? Observation is an important tool for teachers to assess the children. Hence, teachers need to check the vocabulary and language use, but this should not be mechanical while teaching. Teacher must observe the participation of the children while reciting the poem as well as during group activities. She can maintain a checklist or a diary in order to keep track of students. Let us look at the learning outcomes in this lesson. These are: recites poem with action, names the familiar pictures seen in the picture, draws and scribbles in response to poem, interacts with peers and teachers in home language or English based on picture. And the ESD goals are loving, caring, sharing, importance of acceptance and appreciation. If we reflect upon some of the pictures of the poem, like Mary taking care of lamb and even family members accepting the lamb, Mary playing with old friends and lamb, these are all elements of ESD. We hope this video will help you in your class.